I Saw the TV Glow is a masterclass in vibes that is both haunting and tragic.
And I think I Saw the TV Glow is visually gorgeous, and it's a very meaningful movie. But it's hard to follow and like kind of boring. Get your
Don't piss
bingo
me off.
cards ready and let's get
Let's get
scared.
scared.
Hello and welcome to the Nine Lives Horror Club, where we recap and analyze horror movies to break down the real life horrors we're all too scared to talk about. I'm Cheyenne and I bring the analysis and antagonize Ben, especially today.
Yeah. And I'm Ben, and I bring overly passionate hot takes. And today we're going to be talking about I Saw the TV Glow.
But first, we have some spooky rants to talk about, so if you want to skip ahead to the recap, there will be timestamps in the show notes below. Now, Ben, you texted me what your spooky rant was going to be. Oh,
No,
your
and
theater
so
experience.
crazy. Yes. I'm going to talk about this. What's so crazy, Cheyenne, because yes, I told you last week I was going to go watch The Backrooms.
Yes.
During the week, I also went to the movie theater a second time to go watch Obsession.
Ah!
And I don't go to the theater too often.
Uh-huh.
And both times, Cheyenne, the decorum, the etiquette is gone.
Not the decorum.
It's gone. The decorum and the etiquette.
Okay.
Where's the theater decorum? And I know this is a rant that people have probably done 1,000 times before, but I don't
Do it
care.
again.
It's now affected me personally, and I'm upset by that.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
When we went to watch The Backrooms, immediately, like, the trailer start, and these group of like 5, maybe they're probably high school students, I'm guessing.
Okay.
It was like 4 guys and a girl, and to me, that's a high school combo.
Yeah.
They all come in and they are yelling over every single trailer, their thoughts and opinions on it. And God forbid the Minions trailer came on, because they were hooting and they were hollering nonstop. I was so irritated, to the point that I was like, I'm about to say something. I'm usually not a person to say something. I was about to say something, because they're right next to us.
Oh, that's so rude.
So rude and obnoxious. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe this was a bad theater experience. You know, maybe this time when I go watch Obsession, it'll be better. Obsession, I would argue, was worse.
Oh no!
Because the whole time, people were just like yelling out their theories about what was going to happen. And first of all, also, again, I assume high schoolers were sneaking into our theater. So I had because I know the seat next to me was occupied. It was purchased, but the person who's supposed to be there could not make it. And then some other girl sat in that seat. I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. But all around us, people are yelling out, being like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. What? Oh, I bet it's this. And I'm like,
inside thoughts, guys.
Like, inside thought. And don't get me wrong, I love a communal experience. When we watch Obsession, I loved a communal gasp.
Yes.
I loved a communal chuckle. That's something funny. There was some points at the beginning where the main character was just like wimping out on confessing his feelings, and everyone was like let out a collective groan, and I thought that's beautiful. So let's leave it there. I don't want to hear your theories. That.
Yeah.
It was so upsetting to me. I was like, y'all are ruining this. You're ruining it.
It should be limited to reactions.
I'm bad at hiding my face.
That's so. I do, as a hardcore Taylor girl, I do feel like the whole like Swiftyification of the movie theater going experience is a facilitator. Like, it's for a concert movie, do it. Sing, have fun, do whatever you're doing. That's great. An actual movie, we don't need to like be socializing.
So the Swifties are to blame. Got it. I got it.
You know what? This one time, I'm gonna say, I feel like that's where it started.
One time,
I'm just
Swifties,
saying.
they did some wrong.
This time. Well, Ben, my spooky rant for you is about what happened to me immediately after we finished recording last week. And that was, I went to the pool and the vibes were crazy. They were odd. So I am in like the backside of the pool in a corner. Okay. And there's no one in the pool, but there are lots of people around the pool. So let me set the scene for you. My pool's here. The grills are over here. And then there's chairs over here, right? Okay, so we have a gaggle of gays at the grills drinking nothing but Voodoo Ranger IPA beers. And they have frat boy energy. But they are all definitely gay to bi. Like, clearly. And they are bumping the exact music you think that they are. Now, that's to one side.
Because now you've already created a conflicting image in my head. When we say kind of music, are we talking like pop music? Or is it more like divorced dad rock kind of vibes?
No, it was pop. But it wasn't... this becomes relevant in a minute. It's not hyper pop. It's not hyper pop. We're somewhere in the middle. We're somewhere in the middle. But this changes, and this change is really relevant when we get there. So that's one side of me. The other side of me is two couples, and they are good old American boys and girls. Okay? They are blasting Morgan Wallen. So Morgan Wallen is in one ear. And again, just hold on to like not quite hyper pop for now in the other ear. The girlfriends have gone. They're doing something. The boys are left. Every other word is bruh, 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 bruh. Like blah, 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 blah. Bruh, I'm trying to go play some FIFA, bro. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's like so good. Bro. And they are drinking twisted teas. So this is happening. And it's getting more intense as we're going. And we're still sticking to mostly Morgan Wallen. But the boys are getting louder. The boys are getting a little rowdier. And they're starting to kind of neg one of the girls. And she's being very, very, like, specifically one of the girls. And then as they're ramping up, the gaggle of gays is now bumping Spanish reggaeton. Exclusively. Like, Bad Bunny is here. He's present.
Okay.
He's opposing the MAGAs on the other side of the pool. So as the gays their music's getting louder, they're getting the hooting and hollering her because, their hazy IPAs are getting to them. And then these two over here are targeting one of the boys' girlfriends. And they're like, oh, you think you're so mature because you pay rent on time and you utilize your amenities. Oh, RN insert. This wasn't her name. RN Isabel. Oh, yeah, you just so mature, aren't you? Oh, you're mad because we're giving you shit? Well, you weren't mad when you were giving me shit. And it's not the boyfriend. It's the friend that is like negging her. And the boyfriend is fist bumping him. And he's like, you're probably going to fail your RN test anyway. It's just saying you're like not that smart. So the reggaeton's getting louder. The girl, she's starting to go off. She's got the finger. She's going. Isabel, she's not having it. Her girlfriend, not helpful. Waits until Isabel is like storming off, telling the boys to fuck off. And then Isabel is like, or not Isabel, the other one, Haley, is like, guys, leave her alone. Goes back to playing on her phone. I was like,
that seems like a very unfun vibe
group
that people are cultivating.
There was a little group of alt kids, and by alt kids I mean late teenagers, and they were on the complete opposite end of the pool. Okay, and they're fine. They're minding their business. The pool is completely empty, besides these 4 or 5 alt kids on the one side and me on the complete opposite side. Okay. They decide to swim up and be in my little corner I have, despite the entire pool being empty, while reggaeton is bumping and we're negging Isabel. I was like sending the girl group Snapchat updates, and I was like, guys, what the fuck is happening? I'm overstimulated.
I'm just trying to vibe in
And
the
then I
sun.
felt really bad for Isabel. I was like, Isabel, break up with him. Isabel, leave him. But that was, the vibes were nuts. And I'm telling you, there's was
Isabel,
just
if you're
something
hearing
about
this,
Morgan
Isabel, if you're
Wallen
hearing
and
this.
fucking Bad Bunny playing at the same time.
You were at a political like divide in our country.
Oh no, did I lose you?
You were there. Did you
I
lose
was
me? I'm
there.
here.
And then when I left the pool, you're here, but you're frozen. And then when I was leaving the pool, because I intended to eat my dinner down there, and then I just couldn't. When I was leaving the pool, the good old boys and the girlies had moved over to the grills and were now like in the midst of the gaggle of gays and their their hazy IPAs and reggaeton. And I was like, I'm scared that they're going to start fighting. I have to go. And Ben, that was my spooky rant because I just did not know what was happening.
I'm sorry that really invaded your pool time, because pool should be relaxing. You should be just chilling.
It was so much. There was so much going on, and I feel bad for Isabel. I need Isabel to get up and leave him.
Isabel, believe in yourself.
Isabel, believe in yourself. Just like the main character of this movie didn't do. And speaking of, I have movie facts for you, Ben, if you're ready.
Tell me about I Saw a TV Glow. I haven't looked at your facts. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay. I've not seen them.
The facts are cute. They're fun. So this movie came out in 2024 and was filmed in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Our director and writer is Jane Schoenbrunn. I believe is how you say that. Mm-hmm. And it stars Justice Smith as Owen, who was recently in the Dungeons and Dragons movie and has been in 2 Jurassic World movies. We also have Jake Haven as Maddie, as Bridget. And they are a singer in a band called Subtle Pride. And they consider acting to be their little side gig.
If I'm willing to guess, Bridget was either the one... They're the ones from the second lunch. Or double lunch. The bar scene.
Okay. Thank you.
Is my guess. This movie doesn't have a lot of characters, so I'm surprised you have as many as you have.
Well, one of them I included just for funsies. We also have Ian Foreman as young Owen, who's adorable.
He did. I was like, no, he was so good. I loved Ian Foreman.
Helena Howard as Isabel, and Danielle Deadweiler as Brenda, who is Owen's mom, who we have talked about in our episode 40 Acres. She is also and The Woman in the Yard and Devil to Pay. So, Ben, this is not a depressing section for you this week because it was 2024. So, this movie had a budget of $10 million. It had an indie release. It was just released in under 500 theaters. So, domestic...
That's surprising.
The domestic box office was only $5.01 million. I said domestic. It technically is just the box office. I don't think it had an international release at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I would be surprised if it did.
I have a couple fun facts. Multiple 90s stars make appearances in this movie, including Fred Durst, the singer of Limp Bizkit. Schoenbrunn said that these stars were not included for relevance, but instead to operate as intrusions of the unconscious using icons kids grew up with. Which I thought that was kind of fun and cute.
Did you recognize any of them?
No.
There's a big one. There's a big one.
I figured you were going to tell me when they come up.
For me, a big one. There's only 2 besides Fred Durst. where I think that's all there actually is. Like, there's only 2 other characters, and one of them's not even like a 90s person, I don't think. Maybe he is. I'm not familiar with him.
Okay.
But I am familiar with him.
Well, I imagine the one you were excited about probably has to do with my next fact, which is the fact that there are lots of nods and references to Buffy the Vampire Slayer throughout this movie, including the show within the movie called The Pink O'Pig. So the font title is the same as Buffy's font title. And
it is.
One of the stars of The Pink O'Pig is named Tara, which is in reference to Tara McLay? McLay?
Yes.
Who was played by Amber Benson, who also shows up in the movie. If that was like,
oh my gosh.
If that was confusing for y'all to follow, I'm so sorry.
Every time I get to that part, I'm just like, Tara, what are you doing here?
There's also the use of a Sith weapon, and it is very similar to the one used in Buffy. So lots of Buffy references.
Yes, the Pink O'Pig is Buffy.
And then
Buffy's good. You should watch Buffy.
I know, I need to. We have a few trigger warnings this week, including self-harm and themes of suicide. I didn't really... that's what I have. Can you think of any other ones?
No.
Just like kind of, I mean, identity crisis. I
think both characters...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something. And then I watched this on Tubi.
I also watched it on Tubi, but I think it's on Netflix now. Because I'm in a horror Facebook group.
Yeah.
And people were posting about how they like, this is on Netflix and I'm pissed I watch it because they're wrong and they're stupid. So I think it's on Netflix now.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't show up.
And then Ben, are you having any Bevy on the pod today?
Obviously, I got an Alani because I need it. And in case I won, I got this on standby, but we'll see.
Okay. I have a cute little pomegranate cherry.
Gold Rock.
Sparkling water. And then I have a little Pinot Noir I've been waiting to nurse until it was your turn. And guess what, Ben? It's your turn, buddy. Tell me about the movie.
Yay! So first of all, because I know already, based on your energy, you do not love this movie, and that's messed up. Because I love this movie.
I don't love it, but I am
and I feel like
happy to talk to you about it.
I also went in the first time I saw this movie unaware of the themes or anything. I just knew like this was like what people were talking about. I wanted to watch it. And it is vibes up. It opens up with this the sweetest, adorable looking kid watching TV and seeing a trailer for a show called The Pink O'Pig. And then it's very dreamlike. This whole movie is dreamlike. Because then it cuts to him at like gym class or something, doing one of those parachutes.
Yes.
That we all used to be super hype about.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that moment we all have when we're under the parachute where he's kind of looking around. But this parachute is the trans colors.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, when I first watched it, I was like, interesting. I wonder what that's going to be about. It's the whole movie. That's the whole movie.
That is the color scheme.
And it's like very slow, very dreamlike. We got a banger playing. I will say the entire movie, I've got the entire soundtrack downloaded. I love the soundtrack.
When we get to a certain part, I have. No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh.
And then I was like,
oh, you didn't know?
What are you doing here?
We open up with Anthems of a 17-year-old girl, I think the song's called.
Yeah.
I should know. I listen to it all the time.
You should. Katie knew the song.
It's good. And so I'm already vibing, having a blast. We cut to, it tells us it's 1996. And it's like he's brought to like the high school for a polling or for voting.
Yes.
So his mom's trying to vote, and it's like really just like a little hangout sesh too. I've never been to a polling place where they're like having little bake sales, people just hanging out afterwards.
It looked cute.
And honestly, I was like, wait, it looks like a fun way to vote. Mine's usually you walk in, walk out.
Right. Do you know what they're voting for? Because Mom says time to vote for the trumpet man. And Katie and I were like,
there was it was for
happening?
a lot because they had like Clinton was one of the options. So like,
okay. Oh, did he play trumpet?
but there was, I have no idea.
I think he might have. Okay, it makes sense now. Thank you. That's all I needed. Thank you.
And while he's there, he looks over and he sees a person who's reading like the Pink Opaque episode guide, and he's drawn to it. He walks down like a little like long hallway, vibes the entire way through.
Yes.
And we get introduced to Maddie, and Maddie is a very like
intense,
antisocial, intense person.
Yeah.
Who loves the Pink Opaque.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh my, like the Pink Opaque's amazing. It's not for kids. It's like so mature, and like the mythos is so intense and complicated. And he's admitted that he's like, oh, I've never seen it. It comes on too late. It comes on after my bedtime. They did have a little interaction where they're asking how old each other are, and Maddie says that they're in 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And then Owen, did I say Owen's name yet?
I did. When I did the introduction, so.
Owen is like, oh, I'm in 7th, and she laughs and go, you're a baby. Girl, it's 2 years. But like they both want to watch the Pink Opaque. Maddie's like, oh, you can, we watch it every Saturday, and kind of convinces him to lie and sneak over.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes up with like this little lie to his mom. He goes, hey, I want to spend the night with my friend. I want to have a sleepover with some kid he doesn't talk to anymore. And mom's like, okay. Drops him off like the next day, presumably. And doesn't wait for him to go inside. She just like, he waves her off and she's like, okay, I guess I'll leave. I'm waiting till that kid goes inside. That's
my mama would never.
That was insane that she did not do that. She waited. Well, she didn't wait. And so then he has to like, she leaves. He hikes his way over to Maddie's place. And the vibes, again, super weird. Maddie, super intense, really not paying him any mind when he walks in.
No.
And then the show starts, and Maddie just like, shut up, and jumps in front of the TV.
Sis is locked in.
They're locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Owen just kind of settles down next to them, and so we get our first like real introduction to the Pink Opaque, which is about these two girls, Isabel and Tara, who fight a monster of the week.
That's why I said Isabel in my spooky rant.
Yep.
I was influenced.
I was like, that's the name of the character. And they fight monsters. The episode we watch, it's these kids wishing they have ice cream all year long, and that summons a gross, slimy ice cream monster, which was gnarly to look at.
It was.
The monsters where I have to assume most of the budget goes.
Yes.
That and the lighting.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When watching it, I told Katie the budget. She was like, where'd it go? I was like, the CGI.
The monsters are crazy. And it has one of the best shots of the movie where we see the ice cream truck and it's like lit up to be kind of like greenish. And then we got smoke coming out of it, and it's like blue and pink smoke. It's neon. It's trippy. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, I love the ice cream truck so much.
The whole movie is very visually nice.
No, the colors are so phenomenal in this movie. It's like undeniable. We don't get to watch the whole episode, unfortunately. I would have loved that. Instead, we just kind of cut to afterwards. Amanda, which is Maddie's friend, is like outside smoking. She leaves, and Owen's like, I have to spend the night here because I told my mom I was going to sleepover. I can't just go home.
Right.
And Maddie's like, cool, just get out before dawn. Because there's clearly signs of like neglect and abuse in her family.
Yeah.
Where she's like, my mom doesn't care what I do. And then if he's not gone, then she's like, or they say, my stepdad's going to break my nose again.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me really sad.
Yeah.
But again, I think Owen asked a little bit more about the lore, and it was like, so is the ice cream man in every episode? Maddie's like, no. That's not what it is. Like, it is so good. It's about Isabel and Tara, and Tara's their favorite because Tara is a like cool badass who studies demonology, who gets psychically linked at summer camp, and they have to team up to fight Mr. Melancholy, the man in the moon, from doing something, and he wants to trap the two girls because they are the pink opaque. Which honestly, I don't understand. I don't understand the show fully. I wish they would give the girls more powers. But I digress. Owen walks home, cut to 2 years later, and our sweet little Owen has now turned into Justice Smith, who is like, okay, Justin Smith, who's playing a 14-year-old now. Got it.
I didn't even clock that. I didn't even clock the age jump.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're telling me that this little kid in 2 years turns into Justice Smith? No.
And then he just looks the same
the rest of the movie. I'm like, yep, that makes sense. That makes total sense. He looks exactly the same. And I think they tried to make him act younger. It looks weird. And so he's like, I think he's at 2 years later, he's at a fair with his mom. Mom clearly dying. Like,
our girl Danielle's not doing well.
Her hair's falling out. She looks upset. And you can tell, okay, there's some sad things happening. On the way home, he asks his parents, like, hey, can I watch my show tonight? You know, and they're like, it's after your bedtime.
Oh.
And then his dad's like, isn't that show for girls? What? Did I skip something?
I just wanted to note. No, I just wanted to note that the show comes on at 10:30 p.m. on Saturdays, and they're still on the bedtime thing.
They're still on the bedtime thing. He can stay up till 11.
Yeah.
But his bedtime is 10:15 now. They did upgrade it from 10 to 10:15.
This 30-year-old man can go to bed at 10:15.
But it really seems like the dad's concern. He's like, that's a show for girls. You don't need to watch that. There's no point in it. Because that's important.
It is.
So because he's not able to watch it, Maddie starts leaving tapes for Owen. And we get
really cute
favorite shot. This whole movie is my favorite shot. Where I think they're trying to tell us time's passed. And he's been seeing the show through these tapes that Maddie leaves him. And so he's walking down the hallway. And as he's walking, we're listening to Starburned and Unkissed. Amazing. Amazing song. Amazing song.
I knew you were going to love this scene.
I believe it was. Of course. I'm pretty sure that song was my number 1 or 2 song of the year from the year I watched this movie.
It also has the same energy as the Mads bike ride.
I love seeing a character navigate. I love following behind a character as they're going to a different location. Going from point A to point B, let me see that. And it's like we're seeing notes kind of all over the screen of things that she's written on the tapes. Like, oh, this is the episode, this happened, this happens, full pictures. It's really cute. Best scene in the movie. Best scene in the movie. And eventually, he wants to watch it again in person. Like, he's hanging out with Maddie during school or after school on the bleachers. And Maddie's, angsty as hell in the scene. Talking about they hate their friend. What was their friend's name? I can't remember. They hated her. They're like, Amanda? Oh, she sucks. She's a stupid cheerleader now. Amanda's a stupid cheerleader now. It's so stupid. She's spreading rumors about me. And Owen's like, I want to hang out some more. And she's like, I like girls. So we know. So they come out. They're gay. And then they ask Owen, do you like girls? What's your vibe? And Owen doesn't really seem to know what his vibe is. He's like, I don't know if I like girls. I don't know if I like boys. I like TV shows. But they're not sure. And this is where I think the crux of the movie, where he says it feels like someone scooped that part of him out. Whenever he thinks
Yeah.
about it, it feels like something was scooped out, and he's now too nervous to check, which is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Cut to them that night. They're watching the movie or watching their show, and Maddie just starts sobbing while they're watching it. We don't see the episode. I wish. No, is that the clown one?
Maybe.
Yes,
There
it
is a
is.
moment of a
They're
clown
fighting
dancing.
a clown.
And I left
The
a
episode
note
is
that
them
said, of
fighting
course
a
Ben likes this
scary
movie.
clown. I like the ice cream man more than the clown. The clown was just like a weird dancing guy.
Don't let your
I know it's
painting scare
crazy.
you.
They will never scare me. They're my friends.
We got to show them on here one
So
day.
after the episode's over, they're in bed, and Maddie's making a plan to leave. They're going to die in this town if they stay, so they got to go. And then Owen's a little like nervous, a little sad by this. Is like, I'll have no one to watch the pink opaque with. So then Maddie draws on the ghost tattoo on the back of his neck.
Ooh, this scene was like very intimate.
It was because it is intimate. It's them like being vulnerable. Like... Especially what we learned later was happening as well. So we actually don't fully know the whole context yet.
Yes. So without knowing, it's like randomly very intimate.
Because it was like their friendship. Like our friendship's never going to end. We're going to be always together. We're psychically linked. We are the same. She draws they draw the tattoo on his neck. Next day, he's like scrubbing it off aggressively. And he runs next door, or he runs to the house he's supposed to be staying at. And he tells them, call my dad, tell him I'm lying. I need you to ground me. I don't want to go with Maddie. I don't want to leave. Please, like, you have to snitch. And the person who opens the door is Amber Benson, a.k.a. Tara from Buffy.
Okay.
I was like, what? Okay,
what you doing
Tara.
Here, girl?
So he doesn't go, and we get some more narration about what's happened after that, where like a few months later, his mom died. Shortly after Maddie disappears, all that was left behind was their TV set burning, and the pink opaque has been canceled. Cut to 8 years later. So now he's like fresh out of college, I guess.
Yeah.
Or at that 22-ish.
Yeah.
Works at a movie theater. And his job is not great. Like, his coworkers high-key suck. One of them, this was another person who I was like, we're in this movie? He walks in on like 2 coworkers having sex, and the guy is A.D. Bryant's husband.
I don't know names.
You don't care.
I don't know names.
A.D. Bryant was on SNL.
Ah.
I do think that he's like low-key famous. Like, people know him, I think.
Okay.
He's very niche, I believe. I see him in things, and I was like, oh, it's A.D. Bryant's husband. There he is. So his life seems pretty, like, not exciting, not bad, but just kind of
mid.
Like, he's going through the motions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's at the grocery store getting food. And I don't know, was there words written out with the fruit on the wall? Because he's like, it's a long, drawn out scene of him like walking towards the produce section. Above it is a graphic of fruit. And I'm like staring at him like, what does this spell? Does it spell something?
Okay, so I don't know, but it's so funny you bring it up because Katie and I did make.
We all studying it?
Katie made an observation and it sent me. She said, notice how the melon and the eggplant are as far away as they possibly could be.
Because I think it's supposed to spell something. So while he is shopping, he turns and he sees a person just standing with their arms outspread, kind of staring at him, blank expression.
The stance sent me.
The stance was beautiful. Everything about Maddie's performance, amazing. Because this is, spoiler, Maddie. And it takes Owen a second, but he's like, "Oh my god, where were you? Where were you?" Like freaking out, and they're being super vague and say, "Look, I know a place at the edge of town we should go to, and I'll tell you everything there." And again, a great scene filled with bangers.
I agree.
One of them is Phoebe Bridgers performing
Fucking
at
jump
this
scare.
like club or bar, whatever it is.
Oh my god, they're performing.
Phoebe
Wait,
Bridgers.
was it shit? What's her band called? What's her band?
That was not.
It wasn't. What the fuck is her band
Boy
called?
Genius.
Thank
So
you.
not all Boy Genius.
My brain was like Ghost Boy. Okay, I wasn't sure, but
because it cuts to like we don't even see Maddie and Owen yet. We just see a long drawn out performance of this group with Phoebe Bridgers just like on the side,
crazy,
playing like guitar, I think.
Crazy.
And when I watched this with Alora, she, as the song was playing, she was not looking at the screen. She went, "What's this Boy Genius like nonsense?" And it was so funny because I look up. When you look up, it was Phoebe Bridgers just vibing.
She's just here.
So at this angsty bar, Maddie's sort of like trying to tell Owen what's up, but also trying to ask him a lot of questions. Most notably, she's like, "What do you remember of the Pinko Pig? Like, when you think about watching it, do you remember it? Are you confused? Does it seem real?" And this is where we get, I think, what's supposed to be a little bit more context about, or not more context, but we get what we didn't see from the tattoo scene, where after Isabel gives him the tattoo, he then like puts on, so he seems like he doesn't really remember these parts, but as Maddie's asking him, it's sort of coming back a little bit. But after the tattoo, they put on, like, he put on a dress or like girls' clothing.
Yeah, I think it was a pink dress.
And like they went out walking around in the football field, and in their memory, they are like also Isabel and Tara. And Maddie's like, "So the place I've been for the past like decade, I was in the show. I was in the Pinko Pig." And basically changing up his whole reality, and that they are going to be going back to the Pinko Pig soon. Go watch the finale. I'll be waiting like at the high school.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes home. Owen watches the finale, and it is creepy. It is eerie. It's also film. It looks like it's like on an old VHS.
Mm-hmm.
So it's grainy looking. But in the finale, Isabel and Tara go back to the camp where they first met, because they never see each other after the first episode. It's all in the psychic plane. And when Isabel's there, she hears a little message from Tara, a desperate plea, because she got by Mr. Melancholy, the man in the moon. And then Marco and Polo, the like henchmen of Mr. Melancholy, snatch up Tara. And I do also think those two are very interesting, because they're both very feminine characters, but then they both like their heads make like crescents, so they have like spiky hair and a long beard.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that was playing with gender in a way that's very intentional. I don't know what it means. I just know it means something.
Okay.
You bet your ass I'm gonna know something means something.
Okay.
So now Isabel's got, and we see like a good look of Mr. Melancholy, and his design is crazy, where he's literally a moon face, but his face was like sponge-like, where it kept kind of like fading in and out, like sucking in on itself.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It was like bubbles were just like
creepy.
kind of forming inside of his face.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but then Mr. Melancholy cuts out Isabel's heart, feeds her moon juice, and says, "You're going to what was it, like the Midnight Realm or something?"
Yeah.
It was he's like, "You're going to the Hell Dimension," and holds a little snow globe with little baby Owen on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, "You won't remember your name. You won't remember anything. You'll be trapped here." Owen tries to like climb into the TV, I think. Like he's like head first in it. His dad comes in, drags him out, and like forces him into like the tub. And it seems like a little abusive, whereas because I think it's supposed to be like hot water that he's kind of throwing on him. And Owen starts vomiting out TV static.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. That's also a scene. I'm like, this is an insane scene. And he's yelling, like, you're not my dad. You're not my dad. This isn't real.
Mm-hmm.
Because now he's like, I'm supposed to be Isabel from the show. Cut to a long monologue from Maddie. And I love this monologue.
She acted her ass off during this.
They acted their ass off, yes.
Okay.
Impressive.
I have a question to ask later. It's a good note for me.
The actor for sure is.
Okay. Because you've gone back and forth from she to they a couple times, and I don't know which one I should be using.
I keep correcting myself.
Okay.
I want to use a they.
Okay, they.
I know the actor is. Like, if the character is, I'm not sure.
Got it.
But Maddie's in like one of those like planetariums.
Yeah.
From like high school, where it's literally like inflatable. Did I mention? Sorry, I forgot to mention also. In the show, Isabel and Tara got buried underground. They got buried alive.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still alive underground. Because in this part, when we got to the planetarium, the thing that's like filling it with air looks like an air pump thing. Like,
yeah.
Like something to help with breathing. I went, that means something. What? I don't know what. But it's like a very good monologue from Maddie, where they basically talk about what they've done since they left and how they felt lost, and time was passing by without them really realizing it until they eventually paid this guy to bury them alive.
Mm-hmm.
And they were panicking after it happened, but then they like woke up and they were in the pink opaque. And were looking for Isabel, trying to find Isabel. They realized they were Tara. Eventually, they came back looking for Isabel / Owen to bring them back. Owen is like, feels this is right, I think, but doesn't really know how to handle it. Is scared. And they even say a line that I think is really beautiful based on what the theme is of like, it's scary the first time. Like it's scary. That's part of it. But Owen can't really deal with the fear, and he fully bails. Like he runs away. We get like another jump where we're told he was waiting for Maddie to show back up. He was scared that Maddie's going to force him to, get buried the same way that they were and come back as Isabel. But Maddie doesn't come back. We never see Maddie again. I don't know why. We see the street. There's a lot of like long shots here. Again, it's dreamlike.
Yeah.
And there's chalkboards out that says there is still time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That was really like sweet to me. Like, I don't know, very powerful. We get another time jump. This time's like 20 years later, I think.
Yes.
Well, actually, before we did 20 years, it's just like kind of narrating like what's happened in that 20 years, where Owen's dad has now died. He got his family's house. He got a wife and kids. The movie theater he worked at closed, but his boss took him to like a fun zone place, like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And he tried rewatching The Pink Opaque, but it's not how he remembers it. Like, they watch it, and it's cheesy, it's silly. The ice cream monster, which we saw was like oozing and gross, is just a guy like, in a costume.
Right.
In the real version. And I also think the real version doesn't have the two characters that he remembers so fondly. Mm-hmm. It's more of like a gaggle of kids.
Yeah.
And he's like starting to wheeze more and more, like he's choking, he can't breathe. 20 years later, so now he's like old. His lips are like chapped. He's supposed to be, I think, like probably he's like 40 something here, I think.
He's not that old.
He looks like, I'm so confused about how old he's supposed to be, because the makeup is like, they're telling us like he's supposed to be like, he's old, but it's also still Justice Smith. Like, they don't do too much to change his appearance, which I think is intentional. I don't think most of this is real. And he works at the fun center. We see him at work. It's a kid's birthday. Interesting, because passage of time, age, growth has been a thing this whole movie. And while they're singing Happy Birthday to the Kid, it kind of triggers something in Owen where he just starts screaming, I'm dying, someone help me, I'm dying. And everyone just freezes. Everyone who's singing Happy Birthday just freezes in place. He afterwards is like freaking out in the bathroom, kind of trying to get himself together. Grabs a box cutter and slices his whole chest open. Opens it. We get a reprise of Anthem of a 17-Year-Old Girl. Banger. But he pulls his chest open and he saw the TV glow inside of him. Roll credits. Just kidding. There's like one little part.
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually confused by the ending. Not like confused, but so he sees like relief when he checks. Like he was scared to look inside of him. This is going back to the whole I'm scared to look inside. I think it was scooped out. He sees something's there, feels relieved, but then I don't know if there's like a sense of sadness that comes after it or if it's just full relief, because he walks out, apologizes to people as he's leaving, and then that just is the end of the movie.
Yep.
And it's haunting, and it's so sad. It's not like a scary movie, like no, it's just like sad. I cried the first time I watched this movie.
It is very sad. Even though it's not my favorite, spoiler, the ending scene,
I love it.
The birthday party on is like phenomenal.
I love Birthday Party On. It's 4 minutes, Shay.
No, but like that entire scene, that whole scene, like really sticks with
frozen.
you.
You're frozen.